What's going on, guys? Welcome back to No Impulse Control. I am Justin.
I am Jasmine. Are you good?
My ears were not fitting. And I mean, my actual ears weren't fitting. We're good now. Maybe. We'll see. Jasmine.
Yeah.
You know what really grinds my gears?
I bet you're about to tell me.
Oh, I sure am. So what really grinds my gears, and I'm going to say this with the
Twice now.
understanding. Huh?
Twice now that you've said grinds my gears.
Do you want me to say it a third time? I could say it a third time.
What really busts your nut? Sorry.
Oh,
I meant
no.
like
Oh,
nuts.
no. Oh, and that was the last time they saw Jasmine on the podcast. um,
Hey, I'm gonna quit now, okay?
not even a minute in. Not even 1 minute in. Yeah. So
Do
what
you
grinds my
ever feel
gears
like a toss of
is
balls?
political commercials.
What?
I know. So I'm not like
We're
I
not in
don't
an election year. Why are you getting
I
political commercials?
uh even in, like really anything that has to do with politics grinds my grind.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bow.
Help. Um, what really anything political really upsets me, but like this specific thing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
she's not listening more. I'm talking to my people. So this specific thing, like anything that's political that has a commercial, bugs the crap out of me. So like there was a recent one that I watched because I just watched the season finale of Survivor. Any of my Survivor fans out there, that was a good season, I think. Anyways, we can talk about that later. Which is actually on my list. Uh oh, it was something about like it was some sort of bill or some sort of tax cuts that Trump had done,
It's
and it
the
was a
big
whole
beautiful
thing.
bill, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it
And they're
just
like,
passed in the
we need to
house.
keep it. We need to do this. We need
Yeah.
like it's a whole thing, and I'm like, stop.
Hey, do you know
Like
what
I
one of the tax cuts
understand, but
was?
like probably teachers or education stuff.
No. Tax cuts for teachers would be incredible. That meant
Oh,
that,
sorry. Yeah, no.
yeah, no, we
There was
want
something
that.
for corporations, weren't there?
Yeah, the entire bill is tax cuts for the rich. But one of those is tanning beds. So if you own like a certain number, from what I gather, correct me if I'm wrong, folks. Actually, don't, because I don't really care that much. But the whole bill is stupid. But from what I was seeing, is that there is um, a tax cut for businesses owning tanning beds.
Why?
That's a really good question, Justin. I'm really glad you asked. I want you to just like think of the color of our current administration.
Okay, I was thinking that was the case, but like,
I actually don't know the reason. I actually want to look up some. Well, not the Big Bang Theory.
oh, I was just gonna go quickly over political commercials and then move on.
I just want to know what the hell's in it. You know.
Okay. Anyways, there's a political commercial that keeps coming on, and it frustrates me that I'm listening to it because
There's
stop
a song.
for the big beautiful bill.
Yes, it's called "The Big Beautiful Bill" by Braden Ramsey. Braden Ramsey.
That sounds familiar.
Isn't it that yodeling kid?
Ooh.
Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you? Ooh.
Oh no, it's definitely not. But um, great. I just want to. Oh, what the fuck is this?
Our brain cell is really working overtime right now.
I'm looking at the lyrics because what is this?
I don't know.
This is gonna. Oh my god, guys, hold on. I need you to hold on.
I shouldn't have started with that.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
need
be
you to
honest.
see
That's
this,
on me.
Justin. No, it is on you. But listen,
If it's words, I'm not gonna wanna. Oh,
That's an
oh
AI
no.
image. You know how I know that? Because that's from Crayon.
Mm-hmm. 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 I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna be honest.
I do.
I guess it's a good thing I can't hear it then.
Make it taxes, go boom. It's a 3-minute song.
Yeah. Four actually.
That's I believe that's him. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong screen. That is Braden Ramsey. Oh no, it's
Hmm.
not. No, it's not. That's Braden Ramsey.
Wow.
That's
Looks like a
exactly who I thought was going to be writing that, by the way.
looks like a stand-up guy.
Which one?
Any of them.
Yeah.
That was some high level quality joking right there. Because none of them are standing up. They're all squatting.
Yeah.
You know it's funny and you should laugh. All right. Anyways, what grinds your gears, Jasmine? That's not political.
Actually, you know what? I got a thing.
Oh no.
So, where I live in my apartment, there are designated parking spots. Now, I want this
Mm-hmm.
to be clear. I am not as bad as Connor with designated parking spots. That man has an issue. I love you, but that man has an issue. I will pull up to my designated parking spot, which is always parked in by someone from downstairs in the restaurant, and they will have been parked over my line, and I'll go rah, 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 and I'll grumble, and then I'll just pull around. I say usually some more swear words, but I pull around, I park in the middle, all is well. But what really grinds my gears, what really just,
Stalls your tractor.
I like that one.
You like that one?
Yeah, I was gonna come up with a different one, but I just can't. What really guts my pumpkin,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
is they have 4 spots that are for them,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that are up at the front, right? And no one will park there because there's a tree that they don't like to park under. And I've had my bedroom window open a lot lately because it's been nice out up until this week. And let me restart my engine real quick.
And
And when I've had my bedroom window open, I can hear the conversations going on. And what
Mhm.
I've been hearing is, isn't that the parking spot for the apartment? Yeah, I can park there though, because she doesn't ever park there. Brother, I would park there if you moved your goddamn Kia. Get it out my spot. And he's a nice enough kid, like the guy that parks there. But like, now my husband writes notes, usually in like menacing Sharpie, because he has like a red Sharpie and a black Sharpie that he'll use. But
Mhm.
he scrawls it out on the back of like just a wrinkly white paper, and he'll slap that bad boy right under his, the person's windshield wiper that says, "Do not park here again. This spot belongs to the apartments." It's mildly threatening. When he was in Raleigh, he just called the tow truck company on them. When they parked in his spot, he just called the tow truck on them.
Did he have a designated spot?
He had, yes.
Okay, I thought it was just like
Well,
it's a
so like
spot that he really likes to
so
park at, and
so
like,
like it's a designated spot, but like if because it was a 4-person apartment, you get 2 spots, which I think is stupid. But you get 2 spots that are designated for your apartment. The rest of the parking lot you can park in, you just have to walk.
mhm.
But he and one of his roommates were the only two with cars, so they parked there. But he left for work one day, and then someone else parked there. And like,
Mhm.
fine, fair, whatever. Just go park somewhere else, my guy. But no, he called the tow truck on them.
It's kind of funny though.
Yeah.
If it were called on me, absolutely livid. I'm gonna beat
Well,
somebody.
the week after, he parked in a non parking spot and he got a tow truck called on him. And he
A
was like,
little
"Oh
bit of
my god,
karma.
these freaking rubber!" And I was like, "Interesting." So anyway,
That's a
parking
fair
really,
thing that
I
scrambles your yolk, you know? Yeah, that one wasn't as good.
all of mine have like weirdly sexual innuendos to them, and I just don't feel comfortable saying them. But also, scrambles my yolk kind of sound. It's got a
It,
weird vibe to
I
it.
guess you could, yeah, I could see it. I could see it. How about like,
You also know what else? You know what? I'm gonna go now. It's my turn. I was at Walmart today because I have an addiction to buying things when I'm sad. Not that I'm sad, but if I were to be. And move past it. And while I was at
I
while I
didn't
was at
say
Walmart,
anything.
I felt the connection of our brains. While I was at Walmart, I watched three teenagers, three with carts with like one or two items in them, park them in the little middle spots between the cars. And I'm not talking like the little hump
Mm,
of like dirt that never has any plants in it that like you can't drive through. I'm talking like the lane where you can drive between the two spots, right?
yeah, yeah.
They just like left their carts there all willy-nilly. And so I pulled into a spot that happened to have a cart left over, and I was like, you motherfuckers. It was 40, maybe, feet to the door. You had one item. You couldn't have carried it. I will forever be a hater of people who do not return their carts because
Same.
I think that it's stupid. And I think that the argument that, well, maybe they're disabled and maybe they can't, blah, 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 is a stupid argument because then you're just saying that you're
That
you're
doesn't make
using it as a
sense.
cop out to say that people who are perfectly capable and able to return their stuff shouldn't have to because there might be a 1% chance that someone else is disabled and they get to. What? That's a weird argument. Go
That
return
doesn't
your
make
fucking
sense
cart.
anyways. That
Sorry,
doesn't make sense
Hannah.
anyways. That doesn't make sense anyways because the like idea that the cart is out there, if they're pushing the cart around, even if they are disabled, they're still pushing the cart around. Like
Do you know what someone's dumbass argument was the other day? I say other day, it was
Nana's
months
gonna
ago.
beat you up to this from this episode
Yeah,
and the
probably.
last. She counted how many f bombs we dropped. By the way,
How many was it?
I don't remember. I can look it up real quick while you're telling the
Thank you.
story.
So I was on TikTok and I was watching a video of the cart guy. You ever seen him? Guy that
Yeah,
has
the
the
guy who has got the
magnets.
magnets, he throws it.
He
I
gets off.
love him.
I love him, especially when the people get out of their car and they're like, "What are you doing to my car?" Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, "Ha ha ha." If you haven't seen him, look up the cart guy or the cart. Yeah, the cart. Look up the cart guy on like TikTok or YouTube Shorts or whatever. He's great. So anyway, I was watching that and I like scrolling the comments. And so when I was scrolling the comments, somebody had the argument that they were like, "Well, what about disabled shoppers or shoppers with disabilities? Did you ever think about that?" And someone else responded and they were like, "Were they not just walking around the entire store?"
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
and then she responded with, um, they had the cart to lean on. Once they returned the cart to the caddy, what do they have to lean on? How the did they get the cart in the first place? They had to walk in the store. And I'm not saying, listen to me right here now, folks, because I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to be said. I know who my students are. I am not saying that people do not have real disabilities, whatever, right? But you figure out a way to make it work. If you were able to walk into the store, get the cart, go shopping all around Walmart, come back out, unload all your groceries, you have enough wherewithal to go put the cart back. It takes more energy to wiggle it between two cars and shove it up on the thing than to walk the 20 feet to go put it away
In the cart
in the
holders.
car holder, because not only are you now blocking, because a lot of times like at Walmart especially, you can tell my meds are wearing off, right? Because a lot of times at Walmart especially, like those middle sections are for wheelchair users or even just pedestrians walking. So when you put a cart in there, not only are you making the cart kids have to go get them, like yes, it's their job, but you're making it unnecessarily hard, right? But two, you're now blocking the way. So your disabled argument doesn't work because now their way is blocked. So you're just an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was
Are
counting
they the
somewhat.
asshole?
Listen, you. I think she counted something different on that video, by the way.
I feel like I thought it was f
She
bombs, but
she
maybe I lied.
she made a comment about them.
Yeah, I'm not finding him.
Hmm.
Hmm. Anyways, yeah, I agree with that. I had a time where I was
Oh,
at.
30 times I heard help. The F bomb or F word
Oh,
is always a
help.
shocker. Sorry, Nana.
There it is.
I got a sailor mouth. I apologize.
It's pretty bad.
You should hear
I'm
some
an
of the
angel
things
though.
that Justin says.
You shut your mouth. I'm an
When
angel.
I play D&D with
Out
Justin, you
of the
should hear
two of
some.
us, I do not swear in D&D. I am very good at D&D. I am very, very kind at D&D. Just because you don't like what I'm saying doesn't mean it's not kind.
I
Your
would
character
love
hates me, so
I would love Nana to watch a game of Repo with you.
you said D&D, not Repo.
But now I'm changing it to Repo too.
That's not fair. We're in the argument of
I'm
D&D.
going to record both of these things and send them to her.
Okay, so you're a liar now.
How am I a liar?
I don't know, because I don't want to keep having this argument of trying to figure out how to get out of this.
Because you're a
Yes.
liar. You do swear.
I swear occasionally. Yes. But I am an angel. And she can confirm it.
Your nose is growing longer.
I can't say anything right now. I'm being stared at.
Get him, Darcy. Whack him.
Yeah, she came in to grab something real quick. I said I'm an angel. And as she was closing the door got fully closed, and then she slowly opened it back up and stared at me. So maybe I'm a little bit of a liar, but I promise I am better than Jasmine. So, anyways, I had a shopping cart one time almost left on my truck. Like I was sitting in my truck on my phone, about to go into the store. I'm doing my thing, and I put my phone in my pocket, and this lady walks over, and my truck's like fairly tall. It's not like
It's big. It's
a
tall
big truck. And this lady walks over from across the bump. So she had to go over the bump here. So she goes across the bump and then stops, like literally puts the like I'm sure the cart was this close to my bumper at that time, like when she looked at me.
Mm-hmm.
And I like put my stuff in my pocket, and then I look up and I see her, and she like is pushing it over, stops it about like she's like actively raising her hand, and she turns and makes direct eye contact with me. And I'm like sitting there just staring at her, and she goes like hands almost off of it completely, and she goes and turns and goes with it. I was like, yeah, you do that, because that's not how you're gonna do this. You scratch my car, I'm gonna be upset.
I watched a lady hit my car once. I was in
That's
when I was in
annoying.
Francis at the Walmart in Farmington.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting there. I was probably waiting for
Francis
somebody
is her old car, by the way. Francis and Duke.
Man, our little shit boxes.
Yeah, they really were.
Francis was fine until I got a hold of her.
Duke was fine until I moved to Auburn. It was probably I needed some loving. I needed some loving on it for a while there.
Duke was great until the ice slid off of your roof and crushed your windshield.
Don't you dare say something like that. We don't speak about that tragedy.
I get this text one day of just a picture of ice, and I was like,
you know what really grinds my gears?
Is it the whatever that Stanley's Auto Glass or something like that? They were whatever. Didn't you have like a really crappy experience trying to get your windshield replaced?
No, it wasn't for my windshield. It was VIP. It was tires. Yeah. They sucked at tires. I don't go to VIP anymore. I will not go to VIP. No matter where it is. VIP? Sure. I'd assume you were going to anyways.
I was. Because my stories matter, and I thought that you cared about me. So anyway.
I do.
When I was a wee lass in high school, we took my car in. I think it was my Pontiac. I'm like 50% sure it was my Pontiac. Yeah, because I wouldn't have cared that much about Leona. So, all right. So it was my Bonneville. Hello, the sun.
I've blinded myself.
Flashbang. So we took my Pontiac in.
Going dark.
I needed some work done. I think I just needed an oil change, but my mom and sister and grandparents were both in the Subaru, and they were following me into Calais. And I was dropping my car off. I'd like just gotten my license recently, whatever, right? So I take it to VIP because That's one of the places you go to, and they were open on whatever day it was. And I go
Excuse
in
me.
alone. I drop off my car. I say, "Hey, I'm dropping off my car. I
Hey,
called. I made an appointment.
hey, hey.
Hey." Woo! So I drop off my car because it's what you do. And he said, "Come back in a couple hours. We'll diagnose. We'll let you know." So I came back. Again, just me right now. This man told me that I needed 4 brand new tires. I had just put my regular ones on. I
Mhm.
needed an oil change. My alternator was going. My starter was going. My timing belt was off. And I was like, whoa, oh my God. So I went out to the car crying. And I was like, oh my God, he told me it's going to be like $1,500, which at the time, that was more money than I'd ever seen. So
Excuse
Papa,
me.
my grandfather, goes in. And all of a sudden, I need an oil change. I was pissed.
Yeah, I
I
don't
was
blame you.
so mad at that. I was like, are you kidding me? And so I went in with him because I was paying for it with my, big girl job money.
Yeah,
And
big girl boss. Yep.
I went in to pay and he tried to upcharge me again. And I was like, brother, I will go get Papa again. What?
Papa is right here. I will fight you.
Yeah. I was so mad. I have never been back to VIP since they tried that. They tried to do that with my mom too, where they told her like she had a ton of problems, and she was like, "Oh my God, like I got to go think this over." It was basically like, unless you get all this fixed, you're gonna have to scrap the car.
Yeah.
So she went to our mechanic that we had the next day, and he was like, "Really, Pop? No."
Yeah.
So yeah, I hate VIP.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I found a local person here that does really good automotive work. Honestly, they're fairly
automotive work. Sorry, continue.
they're fairly fair with their prices as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I have a song association word generator on my screen, so we're gonna play a little game. Uh, do you like games? I can't remember what Jigsaw says. What does he say?
Want to play a game?
Want to
Or
play a game? There we go.
let's play a game.
Let's play a game.
That sounds wrong too.
Let's play Deal or No Deal. I'm gonna put the thing on the thing. Share the screen so y'all can
I
play
want to play a
along.
game.
I want to play a game. There we go.
Okay,
So we all can play along.
So what happens?
So I'm gonna randomize a word, and we have to sing the song that connects. You've seen this on TikTok, right? Usually there's a mic involved, but we're not sitting next to each other, and neither of us have money to spend on a game that we might not play. So we're gonna try this. So you have to come up with the first song that comes to mind, but you have to sing the lyrics.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've gone blank. All of the words are gone.
Um. I.
Do you really want to hurt me?
What song is that?
Do you really want to make me cry? I can't remember the name of it, but I know it's a song. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Then we're off to a
Point
great start.
for Justin. What'd you say?
We're off to a great start.
Yes, we are. All right, next. We're bad at this game. Game.
All I can think of is I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to take away his life. Oh, I don't want to hurt you anymore. Yeah, that was where I came with hurt. All right.
Okay. Do we know any game ones,
No,
or are we
not
passing?
even a little bit. We can pass
Okay, we're gonna
one.
pass this. All right.
Kiss
Kiss
me, baby,
this.
one more
Kiss
time.
this. We went to very
Wait,
different
it's hit me, baby, one more time. I'm an idiot.
It is. I got the point. 2 for Justin. Well, a 0 for Jasmine.
Okay, we got that.
All right, next song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You cannot look it up. You look it up and you automatically disqualify, and I get a point.
That's fine. I just want to know if there's any of them. can't find any, but that's fine.
Weird.
I don't know a single one of these. Oh,
What?
I know one of them, but I can't do it because it's cheating.
No, you can sing it, but I'll just get the point anyways.
It's I don't even know how it really goes, but I think it's I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo.
Oh, yeah. But isn't weirdo like a different word?
Well, pick a new song or a new lyric.
All right. New word.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jasmine. Happy birthday to you. Point for Jasmine.
That was good.
Thank you.
Oh, that's funny. I was like, I don't know any songs that have Jasmine in it.
That tripped me up. I was like, whoa, that's my
Yeah, me
name.
too. I didn't even make this, by the way. I didn't make anything here. This was somebody I just found it, but wild.
Now if it
All
says
right, next.
Justin, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, I'm quitting automatically if it says Justin.
Hey, these suck.
These do suck. Holy cow.
Randomize.
Okay, there's definitely one that has this in it.
No, it's got tequila sunrise. Is that one? No, that's
I don't
a drink.
know. You have to sing it.
That's a drink.
I have no clue on this one.
Yeah, no, randomize. So every song I've ever known is gone.
Yeah, same. Okay, next. The song is Daydream, by the way.
I apologize. I'm trying to respond about a work thing. We're getting fun day stuff, and I'm trying to figure out stuff. Daydream?
I have no clue.
God, I don't know.
I feel like there's a song, like a pop song that talks about Daydream, but I don't know.
Oh, that was bright. Man, I don't know.
Oh, we already did Hurt. Daydream's already been done. Glitter?
Oh, shut the fuck up. No, shut the fuck up. I know it. It's fucking A.
See, Nana, Angel.
Sorry.
I have no clue for Glitter.
I do know. It's it's Barnes Country. I am flesh and I am gold. Rise up, ting ting, like glitter and gold.
Okay.
I knew I was gonna get there. Tequila.
Your songs are very on point.
Thank you. I don't know.
Okay, next.
It's
gotta be like, will you be mine?
Something.
Oh, will you be my neighbor? I actually don't know if it's mine or mine, but I'm wrong is what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no clue.
We suck at this.
We do suck at this. Next. Own.
I know there's a song lyric of I can't do this on my own, but I couldn't tell you what song it comes from.
I don't know. Next. Crazy girl, don't you know that I love you? I got that point.
Love you.
Love you. Someone that you used to know. You really have to cut me off.
Yep, that was good.
I'm on fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Stop it.
birthday
No,
to
that doesn't count. Husband.
husband. Uh, uh, I don't, I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. Ghost. There's definitely ones with ghost. Are you still cheating? Oh, there's a Carrie Underwood one, like Ghost Story. I can't remember how it goes, but
That was good.
thank you.
Isn't there a Justin Bieber song that has ghost?
Maybe. I don't know.
Ghost. I don't know. Hey, I'm gonna give us three more.
Singing in the rain.
I
Just
hate you.
singing in the
In the rain.
rain.
I'm gonna give you
What
three
a
more, and then we're moving on.
glorious feeling. I'm happy and again. I think that I don't know. Oh, we saw Hurt already. Oh, what's that song? Eye to Eye. There's a
Oh,
song that's like,
it's the eye of the tiger.
oh, that's a good one.
I went
All
a
right,
little
next
Kermit
one.
there.
Rodeo.
Oh, that was not rodeo. Now, could it also be Rodeo Drive?
Are they spelled the same?
Can I look it up?
Sure.
Rodeo Drive. Yes, they are.
Okay, you can have that point. I don't know. Well, you got to sing the lyric for it first, but you know.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You can just skip it because I don't
Okay.
actually know.
Chill.
Yeah,
Okay.
you get one more.
God is great. Beer is good. And people are crazy. Nailed
You
it.
could have done that for crazy. All right, that's your last one.
True. Oh, better. Oh,
You better not pout. You better not
I
cry.
hate you.
You better not shout. I'm telling you why. You said
That's
song. You didn't specify not Christmas.
true. All right. I'll take my screen away.
Man, we suck at that.
We do. I
For
think
two
I
people who like have
also
music recognition out the wazoo,
yeah,
that was bad.
I think also it might be the generator's fault because those
Yeah.
were wild words.
Yeah.
Here's a different one. Native? That was the first word on another one that I found.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a good one.
Uh-oh,
Spin the wheel.
SpaghettiOs.
Start. Ah, I don't want sound. Spin. Okay, here's the first word, Jasmine.
What am I doing?
Tears.
Cry.
Nope.
What am I doing?
It's just another one of them. I'm finding a bunch of them now.
Oh, I thought we were doing word association.
Oh, I no. Uh anyways, so, you know what I did today?
Yes, I do.
Whiplash. I went to a Sea Dogs game with my students. I've
Mm-hmm.
been planning it for a month now to be able to bring 40 children. It's actually like 36 kids, but 40
Mm-hmm.
children to Portland on a bus
Mm-hmm.
to go to a Sea Dog game, which is awesome. It was really fun. Other
How
than the
was
fact,
the
go
parking?
ahead.
I know you were worried
Honestly, not
about that.
bad.
Okay.
It wasn't bad because they cut like that road. It's like a two, like it's a regular road, you know, one way each way, but then there's like like a pull off spot next to the stadium, and what they did is they put cones out and took out like that section of road, so
Yeah.
people had to go around,
Yep.
and then had like two rows of buses park on the road. So
Got you.
it was pretty cool. Parking wasn't too bad, and we got there on time. Our softball girls had a whole issue that they had to deal with because of, um, in the nicest way possible, some poor planning. But other than that, it was overall pretty good. And I got to wear my new shirt, so that was really awesome too. And
Mm. The
and
one
then
that
the
you
Sea
got when
Dogs
we
won.
went.
Yes, yes, yes,
Nice.
yes, yes, that one. And then the Sea Dogs won. We didn't get to watch
That
that,
always
but
feels good.
yeah. So you know, I'm 2 for 2
I
going to Sea Dogs
I
games.
know. I got to wear my mine for sports day yesterday.
Mm,
Hmm.
it's fun. I enjoy, honestly, out of the three, because I've gone to the Maine Celtics, I've gone to
Hmm.
the Portland Sea Dogs, and I've gone to the Maine Mariners. Out
Hmm.
of the three sports, I arguably see like the Sea Dogs is my favorite so far.
Really?
I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I do
Hmm.
think that, and this is just because it's baseball, but I think that for it being like, I've never been to a Boston Celtics game.
Mm.
I've never been to like a Boston Bruins game. So like the
Oh, would
only
love
upper
to.
level sport like that I've actually seen
It's Red
is the
Sox,
Red
yeah.
Sox. So I use that as my like gauge. So it's really hard for
Hmm.
me to be like, oh yeah, the Sea Dogs aren't as good as the Red Sox. Well, of course
Well,
they're not. They're not a
yeah,
professional team,
but they're
and their
very
stadium's
good.
not as big. Yeah, they're very good. The stadium's a very nice stadium. Like it's a great go to if y'all ever want to go
It's
to
also
a Portland Sea Dogs game and you're in Maine.
like pretty cheap.
Cheap. It's cheap. We had, so you and I sat on the bleachers, which is
Hmm.
like upper level, and you still have really good view.
Hmm.
Like you have an awesome view of the
Yeah, you
stadium.
can see everything happening.
Yeah. The kids and I, we sat like, excuse me, they were the green seats below
Hmm.
us, and that's where we sat. Like we still, and we're right behind home plate. Like we had
That's nice. Yeah.
great seating.
Hmm.
Um so it was pretty cool. But yeah, good time.
You know what I did today?
Screamed at children and kicked them.
No.
That's what you tell me every other time, so I figured.
No, I had my hand shut in the door though.
Oh, fun.
And I just slow blinked at the child and she let the door open and I was like, yeah, so I'm going to walk away now. But,
What a power move. Not actually give them the uh
oh,
like
it hurt like a son
anger
of a
that they were
bitch.
looking. Yeah.
I mean, so like I said, my hand was in the door. It was like hand and arm and
Yeah.
she closed it. And so it just kind of like squished it. It
Push.
didn't,
Yeah.
like it hurt, but I could get over it.
Uh-huh.
Rachel's
Yeah.
on TikTok, so I'm getting all her notifications right now.
Gotcha. Hi, Rachel. If you watch, I can't remember if you're one of the people that watch. I think you
Hmm.
do, but
Hmm.
hi, Rachel. What's the meme where it's like some, I think it's a zombie shaking somebody's hand.
Yeah,
It's like somebody's like, yeah.
it's like a
Anyways,
very loose hand. Yeah.
yeah. Uh, yeah.
Word
So
association claw.
crane, or actually, my brain went to like the claw games.
Hmm. Heliocentric.
Balloon.
All right, you pass. Continue.
um, I was watching a TikTok the other day. Actually, the other day.
The other day.
Thank you. And it was a teacher who I guess gets this question asked to them often. I guess I do, but I don't, because I tend to stay in the realm of like friends are teachers or they
Hmm.
understand teaching.
Hmm.
But like I guess this person gets the question of, are you going to work a second job, or are you going to fill up your summer, or that kind of thing?
Oh yeah.
And I never really thought of it that way, but like he was explaining it and he was like, so am I going to fill up the time that I am using to supposedly rest for next year's chaotic year, and am I going to stress out over other things because I need to stress over like he had like a whole thing.
Hmm.
What's
Yeah.
your feelings on that? Like I know you work
So
over the summer, but like
so
general
here's
feelings.
so here's my feelings on this. I think that the people who ask, "Are you going to have to get a second job, or are you getting a second job this summer?" And the people who say things like, well, you guys get paid too much, like, or, well, you should be, I mean, consider yourself lucky. You get summers off. The rest of
Summer's
us have to
off. Yeah.
work. Um, that Venn diagram is just a circle, you know?
Yeah.
There's outliers here and there, but generally speaking. And, you don't get to have it both ways. Like, we're either overpaid or we don't make enough, you know?
Yeah. Or
Um,
we're overpaid, or we're, heroes in disguise type of thing.
right, right, right. Um, because when it's December and I'm saying things like, man, this year's been long, and well, at least you get summers off comes around, that really bugs me because I'm like, yeah, okay, but you work in a cubicle, Linda. Okay? Like,
How
when
many
you get,
questions a day are you getting asked? Probably like maybe 100.
how many
Up that
times has,
about 10 times.
how many names has your times, how many times has your name been said in a 45-second span?
Yeah.
On repeated, like, increase, like, y'all know the, Stewie Griffin meme, the mom,
The
mom,
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 mom, yeah.
mom, mummy, mummy, mother, that thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what it sounds like all day long.
Hmm.
And
Or if
I
you ignore
teach.
them and they try to tell you something and they're like talking and talking and talking, and then you're like, no, 1 second, like give me a second, I'm talking here,
Hmm.
and they just keep trying to tell you the same thing.
So
My
today,
guy, chill.
so today, or yesterday, I am talking to a student. I am not looking anywhere but her because she's like, I need to focus on her or I'm going to lose it. Right? I'm
Yeah.
sitting and I'm talking to her and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's really awesome. Thank you for sharing. And I'm engaging with her. And one of the other kids comes up and puts something on my desk and I say, awesome, thank you. And I just move it over without like, yep, keep going. Like, I'm talking to you, blah, blah, blah. I'm hearing you.
Hmm.
And she's talking. She's doing great. And then that kid that puts something on my desk goes, so Miss Corrigan, so I wanted to tell you. And I said, like, I just put my hand up. I said, 1 sec, I'm talking. Keep going, honey. And then a third one came up and was like, Miss Corrigan, I have a question for you. Hold on 1 second. I'm in the middle of something. Go ask the teacher at your table. Keep going. Like, I just had to keep telling her to keep going
Yeah.
because so many children came up to me and were like just ready to interrupt. A
Hmm.
couple of them just started telling me something and I was like, one moment I'm in a conversation, and turned back to her because I also don't want her to feel like I'm like whatever.
Ignoring her. Yeah.
And I don't want the other kids to feel like I don't want to hear them. I want to hear your story. Just give me a freaking second.
Yeah. I gotta finish one story before I can go to two. Like,
How many times in your office job is that happening? Like I don't know.
one
So
day, one day,
yeah.
maybe for the rest of like maybe one of the next couple of weeks, I'll bring in like a baseball pitcher counter,
Mm,
and every time I get a question asked to myself, I saw somebody else do this. That's why I
mm-hmm.
might do it, but I'll just tick that, even if
Yeah.
it's just like, "How are you doing?" Like that's still a question that your brain has to process it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I agree. Those people that use summer
Oh
as
yeah.
as the defense of like, oh, well, you get summers off.
You
No,
shouldn't get any more money
technically I
because you get
don't.
summers off, and well, it's like, yeah, no, but what do you think I do over the summer? Like, just quick question, because
Yeah.
I
Do I
do
go
know
in
that
hibernation? Because like if I do, okay. Like,
that was an option. No, but like a lot of teachers I know take the first like 2 weeks of August off. They go on
mhm.
vacation, or they'll do the last two, but the rest of the time they're planning,
Planning, teaching, prepping, working
working a
another
second
job
job.
because they can't like financially do it because
Yeah.
teachers are underpaid. Working on home improvement stuff that they couldn't do over the school year because they
Mm-hmm.
are working, prepping,
Mm-hmm.
teaching,
Um,
planning,
taking care of their children if they've
grading,
got them.
taking care of their own kids. Yeah.
They're going into
Uh,
their classroom and having to physically set it up because no
yeah.
one
Reset
you're
it up again.
so I don't know if any of you guys who are not teachers know this. When we leave for the summer, we don't just leave our stuff. Some like I'm allowed to. Luckily, this year I can't.
But you also you also kind of work through
I
the
teach
summer.
summer, right? But my first year we had to put a lot of the stuff. Actually, recently we had to put all of like the big furniture that we could into the the little kitchen in my room. We had to
Yeah.
put all of the furniture that we could, the chairs, movable furniture, all that stuff in the kitchen because they were steam cleaning my floors and
Yeah.
painting. They moved all of the furniture into the middle of the room, or we moved all the furniture in the middle of the room and then had to put it back.
Hmm.
That's fairly normal. A lot of teachers have to move their entire classroom into the middle. Even if they're not
I
doing
have to tear
painting,
my room down.
you have to tear your room down. A lot of teachers can't leave their stuff up. That takes a lot of time to put up.
Yeah.
Just think how long it takes you to hang a picture in your house. One singular picture frame.
We're putting up like
Do you hear the
I
chanting?
no.
One moment. Keep talking.
We put up like posters and number graphs and all, like depending on the type of teacher you are, you have, a bunch of things on the wall. So I know
Wait,
for me,
so
my
it's raining, yeah?
sure.
Okay, but like it's cold weather. There
Yep.
is a group of, I don't know, 7 or 8 like college kids walking over to Papa's ice cream right now, chanting Mo Bamba. They're making a core memory right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. But yeah, I agree. Those people with that argument frustrate the crap out of me because they
Mm-hmm.
really like that argument is based
Mm-hmm.
off of the idea that teachers don't do enough.
Right.
Like, okay, yeah, we do have summers off. Are you saying that we're garbage because we don't work in summer? Why didn't you choose this profession then if you are so jealous about it?
Yeah, you could come work with me. You
Yeah.
got some off.
I am a firm believer. I've probably said this on this podcast multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer that every parent should have a requirement of one day of substituting
Mm-hmm.
or being a person to shadow a teacher for a day. Just one day,
Mm-hmm.
but to have your student there, you should have to shadow your kids or your not your kids, your kid's parent or teacher. Just one.
Now, I see. I think you should, but I also think it's kind of the same thing as like, if you don't vote, you don't get an opinion on it because
Mhm.
you didn't actively try and change anything.
Right.
Um, I'm a very big believer of that. That if you're not actively trying to change things or to whatever, then you
Hmm.
don't get a say in the matter. Because there's a lot of people who don't have kids who are making a lot of comments about schools.
Yeah.
Um, but also there's a lot of really dumb people who think they know what's happening in schools. Like,
You don't. It's not like you were in school. Like I promise
right,
you,
like
whatever. If you were our age or if you're older than us, it's not the same.
it's not the same.
These
And
these post COVID kids are insane.
well, not even post COVID because they've been insane for a bit.
Yeah,
But this,
they
like,
weren't this bad when we were in school, though.
no. But also keep in mind they have more access to technology now,
True.
and they have parents who have essentially just said, "Oh, it's hard." Like there are, don't get me wrong, there are still kids who have really good parents who are actively trying, they're doing their best. There are
Yeah,
still kids who have parents like we had, like our age group had, who are a little tough love, or they have their grandparents who are very tough love. Like there's, whatever. But the vast majority of kids are jerks right now. And I'm not saying that because it's my feelings getting hurt. I'm saying like
they're
I had a
rude.
kid yesterday call me by my first name, which like
Mm-mm.
insane. Um
I get that a lot, and I don't like
yeah.
that, and they
No,
know
I don't
that.
like I don't care if you call me Corkins or Miss Corkins or Miss C, like those are all fine. But to call me Jasmine, it just really upsets me because I'm like, hey, like
Disrespect.
I'm your teacher, I'm not your friend.
Yeah,
Um but I also have kids like I get so many kids going like bruh to me and oh bruh, that's not fair. I'm not your bruh. I'm your teacher. And as a first year teacher, I never said anything. I never set that boundary because I wanted them to like me. Now, don't call me bruh. I am your teacher.
yeah.
Like, I'm not your bro. I'm not your friend. I'm not like all this stuff. But if you tell the parents that they're doing that, well, I mean, at least they're at the school. Yeah,
That's a bare minimum. That's
but
like
like
we
that's the
were forced that way.
legality.
Like, yeah, there's a truancy thing because of that. Like, yeah,
Don't
I
even get me
agree.
started on truancy. I'm so over it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Um, I also want to. I'm gonna move us along because I want to get this in.
mhm.
Um, we haven't. I guess we haven't explained the mind game.
No, we never did.
Yeah. So, do you want to explain that for us, or for
Yes.
our
So
new listeners and old listeners?
on a few episodes we've done this mind game. We actually saw it from a different like a few
Podcast.
videos and podcasts and stuff like that. Essentially, you try and think of the same word and you say three, two, one, go, and you both say a word at the same time. And so let's say we both said fish. Awesome, we win. We both said fish. We said it at the same time we thought of it. And it's really cool to like say the same word as somebody.
We've done
Um
it once.
we've done it twice. We did it once in person actually.
Did we do it once in
We
person?
did it once in person for we did it on a YouTube thing.
Mm.
It was exciting. And then never again. Our hubris got to us. But anyway, if you don't get it right, or if you don't whatever, then you think of the two words. So let's say casino and fish. And you try to say, okay, what do casinos and fish have in common? Without saying like, okay, well, it could be this and this put together. You
You
both
just have
have
to
to
come
like
up with your
think
own
of it.
word.
And then you say 3, 2, 1 and go again. Same thing applies. If you get it, yay. If you don't, you try again. And so that's why sometimes we get frustrated when we're like, we're so close, but we're like, there's too
Just
many things
bouncing around each
and we're
other.
just bouncing around each other, or we'll say something, the other one is like, that makes more sense than what I said. And
Want to run
so yeah.
around? Give them an example because we're
Yeah.
teachers.
A model, yes, and then we'll let them
A
do it on their
model.
own. It's also
Yes.
really hard. So I will like candidly, it is really hard to do it over this because we're not in person, so the 3, 2, 1 is a little delayed.
Yeah.
But tis what it is.
Tis
I'm ready
what it is.
when you are.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, you go.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Netflix.
Crayon. Okay.
Okay. I got my word.
I got mine. 3, 2, 1. Animate.
Red.
Red animate. I got it.
I don't think we're gonna have the same one here, but okay. 3, 2, 1. Blood.
Repo. Okay, repo blood. I got mine.
Okay, I got a word. It's not gonna be the match, but okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Trudge.
Death. Oh. Yep. Yep, you're right. Yep, yours makes a lot more sense. So trudge and death. I've got one.
I don't. But I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
It's you.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Grim Reaper.
Revive.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it. I was so excited for a second.
Grim
Okay.
Reaper revive. Oh, I got you.
Grim Reaper Revive.
You're not gonna get me, but I got you.
I might actually got you. I'm not gonna lie. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Necromancy.
Sims. Freak!
You know, necromancy and Sims.
What does that even mean? I don't even
Necromancy?
know what necromancy means.
Means bringing back the dead. It's a D&D,
Oh.
like when you're a necromancer, because necro
Gotcha.
is
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah,
dead,
yeah.
and then necromancy.
Yeah. Sims and necromancy.
Hey, I don't think we're gonna get this.
I don't think we're gonna get this one either.
All right, so you can find me over at Esminsta, 1721 on socials. Thank you to my coworker Yule, who I believe just followed us. Hello, I'll see you on
Hi,
Monday.
Yule.
We're very happy to have you in the classroom. You are not allowed to leave.
Oh, we're calling this a classroom?
Nope, in my classroom.
Oh, gotcha.
This is not a classroom. This is a pit of despair.
Well, not a pit.
And love and friendship.
It's a basement that we keep nice and clean for everybody.
So, Asminsta 1721 on all socials. You can find the show over at No Impulse Control on, I almost said Netflix, on
Can't find it there.
Spotify and YouTube. Videos come out every Sunday. Audio comes out every Sunday, as long as someone
One of
hasn't
us doesn't
forgotten to
forget.
post. Listen. And merch will be up on the website
Fingers crossed.
if everything goes well. I think y'all will really like it. Hopefully it will be up by the time this posts. But that is over at thesoccerking1239.com. Go over to that fourth wall or over to the merch tab, drop down to fourth wall, and you'll find all of Justin's merch for his show and all of the merch for our show as well. And with that, Justin, where can they find you?
TSK1239 and the Sucker King 1239. Good luck, happy hunting, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye.